Imagine waking up on a cold morning. The air is thick with the smell of wood smoke and horse manure. You open your eyes, but there's no alarm clock, no phone, no sound of cars, just the distant echo of church bells ringing through a village of stone and wood. You try to figure out where you are, but it quickly becomes clear. You've been sent back to the Middle Ages. The floor beneath you is packed dirt. The walls of your small room are rough planks with cracks that let the wind whistle through. There's no electricity, no running water, not even a mirror. The clothes you're wearing are coarse wool and linen, scratching your skin. Over in the corner, a bucket of icy water serves as your bathroom. Hygiene is a luxury that doesn't exist here, and the air smells like smoke, sweat, and raw, unfiltered life. You step outside and find yourself in a walled village. Thatched roofs, muddy streets, and the constant clang of a blacksmith's hammer create a scene straight out of a history book. Peasants shuffle past carrying baskets of potatoes and chickens. Women are washing clothes in a nearby stream, and children play with sticks and stones. Everyone is busy, and the suspicious looks they throw your way make it obvious that a strange face brings both curiosity and fear. As you wander through the village, you start to understand the rules of this new world. There's no democracy, no civil rights, no freedom of speech. Everything is controlled by the feudal lord, a man who lives in the castle on the hill. He owns all the land, and by extension, the lives of everyone who works it. In exchange for protection from invaders and bandits, peasants toil from sunrise to sunset, handing over a large portion of everything they produce. The social inequality is staggering. A few have everything, and most have nothing. Religion dominates every single aspect of life. The church is the heart of the village, not just spiritually, but politically. The local priest holds more sway than any doctor, and anything that can't be explained is blamed on God or the devil. A simple fever could be seen as divine punishment. A woman who knows how to prepare medicinal herbs can easily be accused of witchcraft and burned at the stake. Here, ignorance is the law, and fear rules the people. The nights are long and terrifyingly dark. Without any public lighting, the village is swallowed by a profound blackness. The silence is only broken by the howling of wolves or the distant clang of a warning bell, a sign that bandits or an enemy army might be on their way. Just falling asleep is an act of faith. What if the Lord decides to raise taxes again? What if the Black Plague returns? Life is fragile and uncertain. Most people don't even live past 40. Medicine is primitive. The only treatments available are bloodletting, prayers, and questionable potions. A simple cut can easily become infected and turn fatal. Food is often scarce. A meal might be some hard bread, a thin soup, and if you're lucky, a small piece of salted meat. Hunger is a constant companion, and disease lurks around every corner. A common cold could easily become a death sentence, but it's not all misery. There's a raw beauty in the simplicity of human connection. Families stick together, and solidarity is essential for survival. Religious festivals are the highlights of the year, filled with drums, dancing around bonfires, homemade wine, and rare moments of collective joy. The brilliant starry sky is the only free show in town, and time itself seems to move at a slower, almost deliberate pace. Of course, if you were lucky enough to be born a noble, your life would be completely different. The castle would be your home, with servants at your beck and call, lavish banquets, fine fabrics, and imported wine. But even nobles live in fear. Wars, betrayals, and disease don't spare anyone. Blood and power are the currency of survival for everyone. If we were to go back to the Middle Ages today, our biggest struggle wouldn't be the lack of technology, it would be the absence of freedom. We would find ourselves in a world where the word of the strongest is law, where science is seen as a sin, and knowledge is a privilege for the few. Curiosity would be dangerous, and innovation could be a crime. Perhaps looking back at this dark past makes us realize just how privileged we are to live in a time where information is free, medicine saves lives, and fear no longer dictates our every waking moment. Going back to the Middle Ages wouldn't just be a step back in time. It would be a plunge into the darkness of ignorance, blind faith, and a constant fight for survival. But it makes you wonder, have we really evolved that much? Or have we just traded our stone walls for digital ones and swords for sharp words on social media? If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.